Assalamualaikum and hi everybody. My name is Mohammad Putra Arayyan bin Muhammad Azwan. I am 12 years old from SK Tanjung Aru 2. Today I will talk about the 5 books that I really like to read and want to share to all of you. The first book is called Ice Dogs by Terry Lynn Johnson, published by Scholastic Inc. in 2016. The book has 279 pages. This book tells a story about a woman named Victoria that loves to compete in dog sled races in Alaska with a great team of dogs, and she includes Bean, her lead dog. After finding out that another man who races might be selling dogs, she takes off with her team to visit him. Since her mother doesn't want to take her, she has trouble locating his house and comes across a boy who has crashed his snowmobile into a tree and is injured. Chris has just moved to Alaska from Toronto, so he knows nothing about surviving. Luckily, Victoria has learned from the best, her supportive father, a trapper who has passed away. She needs every bit of knowledge at her disposal to help her and Chris survive. They are lost their snow and the supplies are running low. Every time they make some progress, finding a moose, happening upon a trapper's cabin, they have another setback. The two have an easy chemistry and various skills between them, but the wilderness is tough to fight, and they barely make it home alive. The strength of this book is this was an absolutely riveting tale of survival in the cold, and one which my survival readers will pick up avidly. There are so many good things. The writing is crisp and evocative of the place and the feeling of being in the frozen wilderness. Mrs. Johnson's experiences with dog sledding are very apparent. The details of sledding and of being prepared in the wilderness are fantastic. And the fact that even though Victoria is relatively prepared and yet still has difficulties is a great one to emphasize. Chris is also a great character and one who grows up a lot during the course of the book. Victoria, too, comes to terms with her father's death and also the relationship with her mother in a natural and not boring way. I love that Victoria saved Chris, but Chris was able to snow boots for the dogs. This book shows a lot of work and craftsmanship. I've read so many things that needed more editing to know that this book was revised many times. The weaknesses of this book is, if anything, the start of the book and of Victoria's journey could have used a little more explanation. But that's a fine line. It's also good to jump right into the survival part of the story so that readers don't get bored. The second book is The Serpent's Shadow by Rick Riordan, published by Disney and Hyperion by 2012. It has 448 pages. In this, the third installment of the Kane Chronicles, Riordan completes his saga of KOTA and Sadie Kane and their attempts to preserve the order of the universe in the face of assaults by the evil snake Apophis. In this tale, we find KOTA and Sadie on a new set of adventures across the world, mainly situated in Egypt, but especially in the realm of Duat. Here, the spiritual aspects of Egyptian gods and demons are fully expressed, and the Kanes must navigate a number of trials in order to be able to perform the needed summoning spell to destroy the shadow of Apophis, take control of Apophis, and allow the rebirth of the sun god Ra. Without ruining the ending, I can reveal that they are successful, but that is only part of the story. I can see the reason for his confusion, as Apophis is the manifestation of chaos in the universe. Otherwise, this volume was again a fun read, and one can hope that Riordan's future efforts continue strong positive characters such as Carr and Sadie Kane. The third book is Key Hunters: The Spy Secret. Eric Looper is the author and is published by Scholastic Inc. on 2016. The book has 135 pages. This book is about two young spies named Cleo and Evan. They have a secret. A collection of books so dangerous they are locked up tight. A friend has vanished inside the pages of one of them. It's up to them to find the key that will set her free. A spy must be ready for anything. Agents Cleo and Evan have been given an impossible mission: become super spies and foil the plans of an evil mastermind. But it won't be easy to break into the Viper's secret underwater lair, complete a daring rescue, find the right key, and get out alive. The Spy Secret is the second book in the Key Hunter series. It has everything a good spy book should have. These elements are having at least one interpreting spy, lots of adventure, an evil villain that leads an organization and threatens the world, a secret location, and some cool spy gadgets. The fourth book is Master Crook's Crime Academy: Safecracking for Students by the author Terry Deary, published by Scholastic Inc. in 2010. It has 202 pages, including prefix. This book is the final book in Master Crook's Crime Academy series. This is a story about the students from the Crime Academy who is preparing for the greatest bank robbery of all time in their town. The school where scoundrels save the day. Walpole's 50 rich are delighted with a new bank in town. At last, their money will be safe from thieving hands. One of books I prefer to read before going to sleep. And finally, the fifth book that I want to share with you all. It's called Harry Potter Half-Blood Prince. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is the sixth installment to the 7-book series of Harry Potter. Lucky me, my father has all the 7 books. Die-hard fan of Harry Potter, of course. The book was published by Bloomsbury in 2006 and it has 800 pages, including the prefix section. This book does a good job at steeping the reader in the mystery and has something new hiding around every corner. It's very hard to put this book down from cover to cover. There's a solid mix of imminent danger, even within the castle walls, as there are several threats on Dumbledore's life. These threats to the growing intensity of the situation and very real threat of Voldemort's growing control of the society around the wizarding world. At the same time, these smaller encounters hark back to the person-to-person mystery solving that Harry, Ron, and Hermione will do in the books in the past. Half-Blood Prince was easily in the top 3 books of the books in the Harry Potter series. The writing feels like it has taken a step up from the previous novels in the series, as well as the ability to captivate the reader. It pays off many plot lines and hinted ideas that have been cleverly placed throughout the entire series. Even if this was not the original direction that J.K. Rowling had in mind for the series, it pays off really well. Everything that has led to this book serves a purpose and leads to good payoffs over and over again. Most importantly, this book really does well in setting up the final chapter for the series. It's clear what needs to happen next and the lessons that the characters learned not only throughout the course of this book, but the entire series will play a role in their final chapter. That is all from me. Thank you and bye-bye. Assalamualaikum.